look like the men. But if anything they're telling me is true, and I guess it's 50-50, then I'm going to need some help. They are out here black bagging these protesters under bullshit. And of course they've noticed me, even though I'm out. Like, they shot me for trying to bring peace to these two groups. Do you understand that? I'm out here trying to explain to these violent kids in a manner which they can understand. You know, calm down. You can't defeat, you know, these armored people with water bottles. Calm it down. Like, this is not the time for this stuff. You know, I try to explain to them in a manner they can understand. And I tried to explain to the cops, you know, look, this is all set up. You guys know this. You guys are Republicans. You guys, media is lying to you, but it's telling you that it's all set up. And they're showing you that it's set up, and to some extent, right? And then someone orders the cops to fire on me. So someone also ordered something to happen in Black Lives Matter. But the person who assaulted me, I believe, was a third party. It was not a black person. I don't want to say it was an Irish person, because I understand the third party exists. And Antifa was just calling my name out. Okay? Antifa was just calling my name out before they started breaking my bones and shit, right? And I can't fight back. It's not about me being weak or something. Fucking, it's like when I'm training for MMA, you know, when my partner fucking blasts me in the face and it feels like blood might be pouring into my fucking eye socket or something. Like, I don't, like, start swinging on my freaking partner, because the consequences of making that mistake and, you know, whatever. Like, I don't do that. Like, I've escalated a little bit, and, you know, someone comes by, and then they, like, when the leaders come by and start shaking me up, and it's like, well, I was an aggressive one here, I'll just, you know, trying to match their level, or escalate it to show them that I can match their level. But I can't match levels out there in the playing field, because I can't. First of all, I don't think that's how the game's won. It's not who I am to some extent. But at the end of the day, you know, it's like a 3-strike rule. 3 strikes and you're out. And I always get pulled away after that 3rd strike. I always get pulled away. Or I'm like being surrounded makes it like kind of difficult for me to think it's a good idea to do anything, because everyone's just going to see me hitting someone. But I train like surrounded by punching bags, so I could probably deal with that stuff. Like, if you see my early videos, then you see I used to train on these 3 bags really close. I used to like be a lot better at multiple opponents. But we busted those standing bags up real fast. So I stopped doing that for a while. And other stuff like busting my bones open and shit like that. Busting my body open. Also kind of got in the way, and then I go back and do something else. But the bags getting busted up was the biggest thing. They all broke. Like, we broke them. Whoever else was messing with them. I think like the movement, people moving them for exercise actually broke them the most, because I seen the wear and tear from that, and I noticed like how much pressure it was taking to move it. But I don't know, man. Worry the game's changing, and you know, I need help. Like, can the humans even help me? Like, do you guys like think for yourself? Or if I knew the rules to the game, I could play it better. I don't know what's going on, like, in the world. Like, are the humans just like this the specters that these other people control? Why do they control everyone so much? Like, I understand, like, for a while, like, yeah, they were definitely in my life, and definitely everything on TV I thought was real and stuff like that, and everything in a book or in a video game I thought was real, and they're doing all that stuff. They're writing all that. They're controlling what comes out and everything, what's allowed to be seen, and they're erasing the history at the same time. So it's telling me, that everyone else is not in control. Like, of their like mindset, I guess. But there's like this glimmer of hope that the people aren't just like, total slaves, and that's how it was. And I lose the game for playing, thinking I can like win against the people I see as bad people in this world. Like Epstein and Soros and Adelson, and some of y'all want to name Rothschild. I've never seen the Rothschild. I've seen one on Alex Jones, and he acted a lot better than Alex Jones did. But I think Alex Jones is one of them. Barack, Trump, the Clintons. The Clintons' grandkids. But that means I assume they are too. If you see the family, you can assume they. Like if I see a pizza, I might assume there's going to be pepperoni on it. Or I might assume there's going to be cheese on it. But I'm not really sure what's going on here in this world and what's been happening to me. I just know I've been surrounded by this my whole life, and I felt offended by it eventually once I learned about it, because if what we see is true when we look into this, then they're in our lives for bad purposes. They're not here to help us and be our friends. Even though the interactions may be good. It would be easy to see if they were all bad, if they all acted badly. So you have whatever. But I'm not sure what's going on, really, right? I mean, I was just living with some cops and got jacked, right? Is that what happened? In Kirkersville? Did I see that right? I don't know. Maybe I'm getting blind or something. Yeah, that's it. Instead of becoming more aware, I'm becoming blind as I get older. As I progress, should I say. That was not a good sign. I didn't like last night. Last night was not cool. It was not fun. It was not friendly. They're taking away protesters for all sorts of reasons. I'm out here trying to unite people, telling people, they should get together. I was telling people on the Open Ohio that too. Get together with the liberals. Like, you guys got a lot in common. Like, if you want to change the laws, get together. Be honest, I don't think we can trust these new groups because we couldn't trust the old ones. And I don't know how many of these people left over in these groups are like, a serious problem. Just watch out for what they say about me. I don't expect any of you to come help me. I've been in this alone the whole time. The more I got into it, the more alone I was. everyone just fell back into the next trap and they came out with a new one. Like they can't think for themselves or something. An old man told me that everyone knows better and they're just scared. What are you more scared of? Them fucking bringing like COVID plague to the planet and other plagues and their endless wars and slavery? Or you're fucking scared of siding with me? Which one is? People are more scared to side with me than of the people behind all this stuff. But you're gonna have to stop being scared, because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of stuff going on. If you haven't noticed that, I think the clock's running out. And it's not just the New World Order. There's other people. There's people above them. They don't like what's going on either. The clock's running out on solving this mystery. I mean, the material mystery's solved for the most part, isn't it? So what am I talking about? Talking about the methods of control they use. What are those methods? How do they do that? How did they get into all these positions? Was it all just child rape? They just blackmailed everyone forever with child rape, even back when child rape was like legal? I don't think so. The old clock's running out for people. A lot of people, I think, are seeing that. There's a lot of people talking, and you're still really far behind on what's going on. And you're really far ahead. We've pushed them. We've destabilized their plans. That's why they had to move forward so fast. That was my plan all along. It was to push them forward faster, to destabilize them, to take them off balance. And it's worked. What's your guys' plan? What's your guys' next move? I'm not sure which move I would play next, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm already trying to do the Unite thing. Been trying that a long time. I'm just simply don't have enough time to travel everywhere in the world or resources. I can't even travel anywhere else now. Locked down. Why am I locked down? Why is COVID propaganda so unique that it's tailored to me? That sounds pretty egotistical, doesn't it? It's disrupted like every pattern in my life. And every pattern in my life was focused on something. I was trying to do something. I was trying to run a campaign. I was trying to educate people. I was trying to eventually go somewhere and try to make some money. But I think they're tricking me. I won't be able to make any money, will I? They'll just lock me out. They've already locked. They lock people like me out of their society. Like the second I start talking, the second you guys start talking about this stuff, they'll take your families and jobs. It's been so long since that was an issue that I forgot it was an issue. How do you expect me to sustain myself if I'm locked out of society? They put you in a position where you will never have the ability to really do anything. And you got to worship them in order to get to the top. That's why Scott Carlo, New Jersey Police Department, probably why he got a record deal and why he didn't want to talk too much on the dancing Israelis arrested on 9/11. Because they probably gave him a deal he couldn't refuse. Something involving his children. No doubt. Does he have children? If not, someone in his family does. Maybe Epstein offered him some sort of deal. But you see all the stars doing it. All the stars do the gang signs. And they're scared. They're scared. So that tells me that the humans are not just like mindless puppets. And they want more. You're like Tom Hanks. And people are onto that. But what does it mean? Where does it lead? Well, if they're telling you about Tom Hanks on their platforms, then they're not telling you about Tom Hanks. They're not telling you who pays Tom Hanks checks. Maybe that has something to do with the story. You ever think that when you hear that? Like, wow, how did he get famous if he's like that? It's like, well, the people who made him famous probably made him sleep with kids to become famous. Like Epstein, Weinstein. And the system they've created is closing in on everyone. And if it's closing in on everyone, it should have been more obvious to me that it was closing in on me as well. I always felt like I was already encircled by it. So, like I say, 2020 is just everyone entering my world. You're now wondering what's going on, and you're confused. And I just say welcome aboard, because the ship has already set sail, but we have plenty of room. I gotta quit talking. I don't know what else to do. I don't feel safe right now. I know what I'm supposed to do and where I'm supposed to go. Maybe this is the last video I'll make. Maybe when I come back from this, we won't have these devices anymore. We won't be able to post videos on the internet. Maybe there won't be an internet. It's already to the point where I'm probably like not really posting videos of any importance to anyone. Probably some sort of blacklisted channel. I mean, probably. Yeah, right, dude. They altered YouTube's algorithm to shut me down during live stream. And I just got one of their boys probably on camera threatening to kill me. And I'm talking about them sending their boys in my life to rob me. And they thought I wouldn't. They thought I wouldn't. But they've also set it up so there's some downfalls to me fighting their system. Maybe I participated in setting that up for them. But they've definitely pushed it to where I can't do anything about it. I can't go get a job, a normal job. Like, I could get some job I can't afford to pay my bills with. But they're controlling all this other stuff. Like, if they want me to, work in Hollywood, modeling and talent agency, who keeps trying to talk to me, This stuff all goes bye-bye. They won't allow this. They won't allow any of my history to be seen.